It's warm here in Thailand, and cars can be expensive. So quite often, the motorcycle becomes the personal choice for your own transportation. Now, I own a car, but I love my motorcycle. And in fact, it's much more convenient getting around town on my motorcycle than on my car because Chiang Mai has become a very populated city. Motorcycles can be fun, inexpensive, but they can also be dangerous. The majority of accidents and deaths in Thailand come from motorcycles, and quite often it's the motorcyclist himself that is the cause of the accident. If you drive too fast or if you're intoxicated, that's a recipe for trouble. Now, I've been riding in Thailand for a long time, and I've never had an accident, knock on wood. But I follow a certain set of rules. Today we're going to take a ride and talk about those rules. I'm going to go take a ride on my bike to see what riding around on a motorcycle is like. One thing you'll notice is even though it's really hot, I'm wearing a jacket. I did a survey once, and I found out that 90% of Thai motorcycle riders during the day wear a jacket or long sleeves. And almost 0% of the foreigners riding around will wear long sleeves. Well, there's a reason for that, because the sun is pretty strong, and the Thais don't want to get super tanned. Although I know 2 or 3 of my foreign buddies who've come down with skin cancer. So that's a good reason to wear long sleeves. And also, I'll be wearing a helmet. I don't advise anyone to drive in Thailand without a helmet. Besides the fact that a helmet will keep your brain from getting scrambled, good helmets all have a visor. Lots of things jump off the road and try and hit you in the face. The visor will take care of that. Lots of bugs and other things falling from trees. So it's a good idea to keep your visor down. This is my bike. It's a Honda PCX 150. It's a little bigger than most of the bikes that you'll see on the road. A little more powerful, just a little bit more, and a little heavier. I think it's safer. But anything bigger than this is really not necessary for riding around town. After 55 years of accident-free motorcycle riding in Thailand, I've developed some rules, some survival rules. I'm going to list them here. Many visitors to Thailand, as soon as they get here, rent a motorcycle. Maybe having no motorcycle experience at all, and definitely not experience here in Thailand. That can be a mistake. We'll ride slowly through our gated community. Up to the gate, there's a guard there. He'll open the gate for me, but I have a card, so I do it for myself. Our first safety rule is do everything slowly. Drive slowly, turn slowly, make your decisions slowly. Speed is not your friend. When merging onto another road, we're usually advised to look both ways, left and right. My suggestion in Thailand is to look 6 ways, left and right, forward, left and right of you, behind you, left and right of you, and just to be certain, up and down, where there are birds and dogs all around us. But merging is a big deal here, mainly because no one will allow you to merge. It's just not a concept. So you just have to wait until it's safe to enter the flow of traffic. When motorcycles are merging onto your road, be careful. They may or may not look in your direction. They might just come on without a glance, cut you off, and continue driving. It's your responsibility to avoid them. In many countries, it's the law that you have to stop for a pedestrian crossing. Here, if you stopped, the pedestrian wouldn't know why, and neither would the guy behind you who might crash right into you. Here, the right-of-way goes to the bigger guy. Since you're a motorcycle, you're only bigger than bicycles and pedestrians, so wait your turn. When driving, avoid alcohol and drugs. You may be the only one on the road who's avoiding it. When turning, use your turning signals, but don't expect the guy in front of you to use his. There are no driver's ed classes in Thailand, so many people don't know the rules of the road. Also, many don't even have licenses. Big bikes, 300 to 600 cc's, are very difficult to handle, and if you're not experienced, don't rent one. Don't ride alongside big trucks or buses. They can't see you. Just let them go by. Cars, bicycles, motorcycles will pass you on the left and the right, going both ways. So drive defensively and be aware. When changing lanes, use your mirrors, but don't rely solely on them because there are blind spots. Turn your head both ways and look behind you. When you're waiting at an intersection for the light to turn green, once it turns, wait a second or two. Don't rush out into the intersection. There may be somebody on the other side trying to beat the red light. If you're driving and it begins to pour down rain, and it does that often in the rainy season, pull over, go to someplace dry. I always go to 7-Elevens. Here we are, back at home, safe and sound, and not a scratch on us. I ride my motorcycle just about every day. It gives me a sense of freedom and gets me where I need to go. I ride in the city and sometimes I go into the mountains. I wear a helmet. I go slow, and I'm sure that everyone in the road will do something stupid and put me in danger. So I ride defensively and always follow the rules enumerated here. You'll be much safer if you do the same. Be safe out there. Thanks for watching.